Hey my friend, this is Stone. I hope you're having a good day today. So today we're going to talk about something that will affect almost everyone, and that is how to utilize your smartphone to double your productivity. And you might think you're someone that already uses their smartphone well, or you might see yourself as someone who is kind of technologically illiterate. Either way, this video is for you. We're going to take a look at some of the basic features of all smartphones, features that you can utilize in order to help really increase your productivity and increase your focus. So this is without even downloading any apps. And then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to look at apps that are available on both the Apple, the iPhones, and on Android phones. So they're available through the Apple Store and through the Play Store. And these are apps that I use every single day in order to help me to be more productive. So I can really show you these apps and explain what I do because I use them every single day and I use my smartphone like crazy. I have a Galaxy Note, and that thing, I don't know where I would be without it. It easily doubles my productivity every day just having it. So stay tuned, and you're also going to want to download the blueprint for this video because all the links to where you get all the apps and all the additional information about the tech is going to be listed in that blueprint. If you haven't already, you can go to stonejordan.info and subscribe and download that blueprint there. So I hope you like it. We'll see you in the training, and we'll talk to you there. Alright, so without further ado, this is how to use your smartphone to double your productivity. Alright, so the first thing that I want to look at is using voice to text. And the reason that I want to look at this is because this is something that just about everybody has tried once in their life and wanted to pull their hair out. And the reason I want to look at it is because in the last year, both Siri and Google Voice have made huge strides in their ability to recognize text correctly. I use this every single day, and on some days I have clocked this at saving me 45 minutes in that day. How does it do that? Anytime I need to send correspondence, whether it be a text message, a Gmail, a Facebook message, I was always having to type those out. Well, now whenever I'm driving from place to place, I can simply use voice to text with Google Voice, and it gets it accurate 95% of the time. Now, the key is with this is that you have to use punctuation, so it is kind of odd, but you get used to it. In other words, if I wanted to say, Bob, what can I help you with? You literally, when you start recording, have to say, Bob, comma, what can I help you with? Question mark. And so you speak with the punctuations, but if you do that, it's 95% accurate. I have found that it works almost every time, and it saves me a ton of time. So if you haven't done it, revisit voice to text and just try it for a few days. I guarantee you'll be surprised if you've tried it in the past. Next thing I want to look at is airplane mode. Now, everybody realizes they have airplane mode on their phone. If you don't realize what it's for, if you don't know what it's for, it really simply turns off all your antennas and puts you kind of in a do not disturb mode. Now, I generally work whenever I'm at home on my computer in 50-minute increments. I try to work focused in the same area, the same idea, and I use actions within that same area. They're all moving in the same direction for an allotted amount of time, and usually that's 50 minutes at a time. Now, if I didn't have airplane mode, I would have Facebook messages, calls, text messages coming in constantly, and they would constantly be distracting me from the task that I need to do, and then to get back to the task, I have to refocus. What airplane mode does is it allows me to focus without anything distracting me. Then at the end of that 50-minute increment of time that I'm working, I turn airplane mode off. All the correspondence come in then at once, and I can get to the ones that I need to get to. Then for the next 50-minute block, I turn airplane mode back on. That saves me a ton of time, and for anyone who is like Pavlov's dog and salivates when they hear the bell, it's a very good thing to get in the habit of using airplane mode. The next thing I want to talk about is sending out text messages in batches. Now, for Android phones, the very best business texting app out there, and there's not a lot of info on it, I'm kind of surprised by that, but it's called Evolve SMS. This is an excellent program. Just download the full version. It's not very expensive, but what scheduled SMS apps allow you to do is they allow you to do just that. They allow you to schedule your text messages. So I have messages that I want to send out to check on people or follow up with people, or just let somebody know that I care about them at different times during the day. And to stop what you're doing, to send out a 2 or 3 minute text messages, studies have shown that whenever you stop and you need to refocus to the main task you're doing, it can take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes each time. So you really lose a lot of time. What I will do is either the night before or that morning, I will schedule a block of time to use Google Voice to type out all of my text messages that I can schedule. And then they go out at the right time during their day, saving a lot of time. For Android phone, Evolve SMS. If you're using an iPhone, just Google scheduled SMS messages or scheduling text messages in the apps, and you'll be able to find one. There's lots that are available on iPhone as well. The next program I want to look at is Evernote, and there's so much I could tell you about Evernote. I think I have a video about Evernote that I can put a link to in the blueprint. Evernote just basically allows you to organize your life, and it is my world. I basically plan my day, plan my week, really plan everything using Evernote. Evernote is a program that syncs between your PC and your phone, really any device that you have, so you can always keep track of what it is you need to do throughout the day. Another program that I use in conjunction with Evernote is Wunderlist. Wonder spelled with a U, W-U-N-D-E-R, list. What Wunderlist does is it's really similar to Evernote in its makeup, but it shines in creating lists. And so anything that you might need a list for, I use it for items that I'm going to need when I travel. I use it in order to list what groceries I need. I use it to make a list of what music that I want to download. Really, the way that I use Wunderlist in conjunction with Evernote is anytime I need just a list, I use Wunderlist. Using these two apps in conjunction, you easily have all the tools you need to organize your entire life and be able to sync it between your PC or Mac and your phone. This is a no-brainer, but if you're not already using Google Calendar, it's simple, it works, it's really the standard in calendars that sync, and it allows you to do a lot of things. Like, for example, when you set up an event, the people that are involved in that event automatically get messages reminding them of the event. As long as you set it up to do so, it'll send them an email. It'll allow them to add the same event to their Google Calendar, saving them time as well. So it's an excellent piece of software and an excellent app for your phone that have been around for a long time, Google Calendar. The next two apps I want to talk about, they simply just save you time so you don't have to do redundant, repetitive tasks. The first is called 1Password. Again, for both Android and iPhone. What 1Password does is it simply gives you, like magic, one password for all your passwords. You go in, there's maintenance you need to do at the beginning by putting in passwords for different apps, different software, different websites, and then you simply need to put in one password all the time. Before this program, I was constantly looking for passwords for different companies that I work with, for different sites that I use. 1Password takes care of all of it. Likened to 1Password is a program called Filler. What Filler does is it takes the same concept and applies it to forms and auto-completes forms. Again, there's some maintenance you do at the very beginning by filling out information like your address, billing information, credit card info. It is a secure app. And whenever you go to sites that need this information, like magic, it's pre-filled, saving you a ton of time. Okay, so I really hope that that's helped you to see just how the smartphone can really be an amazing tool to help you double your productivity. I hope that's done that for you. I hope you go through the blueprint and you check out each one of these apps this week. Just remember, my friend, that this week is a gift. So do two things with it. Be both purposeful and productive. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week.